Welcome back to the channel. Well, we just had another thunderstorm run through. There's your mud puddle up there. Well, here too. But anyways, that's how we've talked about that gauge before. Well, it's time to wash the A. So we're gonna take the A over to my friend Bob's and give her a good washing. And I'm gonna wash off this front end too that we're gonna use. It's in a little bit better shape. You might be using almost all this, if not. I did notice when I was chaining this one down again, the chain's in the way, but basically that one shaft, we'll call it the rear pivot point there, is broken also. It can be repaired, as the other extra one has been repaired already as well. So yeah, more rain. So me and the boys say hello. Hello. I didn't have to say it exactly how I said it, but yeah, we're gonna head on over and get wet, apparently, because that's what you do when you're washing. I had an old boy tell me one time the best time to wash tractors is when it's raining. He also said that's the best thing to do. You're looking at a vehicle, a tractor, or whatever, is wash it, because then you get over every square inch of the thing you're looking at and you find stuff. So just, I don't know, that's what an old boy told me one time. So all right, well, I'll bring you back when we're over to our destination to get this thing washed. Okay, well, it's a few days later, and I couldn't think of a good spot to put you so you wouldn't get wet while I was power washing it. We're back home already again. It is a lot cleaner. Holy cow. Thanks again, Bob, for letting me use your power washer. That even took part of the paint off. That thing was impressive, to say the least. I would love to own one of them, that's for sure, but we'll see. But okay, well, we're gonna get this thing unloaded, and I gotta eventually make new battery cables for this, which all that stuff is gonna be, coming up soon, that's for sure. Oh, where am I gonna put you now? All right, well, so I can't do this one-handed, I'm sure of that. But okay, well, anyways, we'll figure this something out here. Nice Milwaukee vice grips, one of my viewers sent. I appreciate you. These are pretty sweet deals. All right, that should work. Well, hopefully this thing will start after getting wet. It's been a few days since we washed it. I brought it home. I didn't even unload it. And been so busy with work and school and school board stuff. Okay. This has a manual choke on it, though, doesn't it? Okay. Oh. Neutral. Oh yeah, there you are. All right. There's the fire. I might need you to run the choke. Oh, let's give her a little throttle. Nope. Oh, I forgot to take that off. Didn't need choke. Yeah, it's still in my truck. Okay. Reverse. All right. I didn't feel like hooking my pickup up just to unload this thing, so we just stuck the loader tractor on there. Probably wouldn't have needed it anyways. Hey, we're gonna go look at that corn. A little crop tour, mini crop tour, because don't pop a wheelie. Oh, well, hang on. What are we in? Third gear. We'll just leave her in third. Garden's growing along with the grass. That's not so hot. Yeah, that one tomato plant really growing. I know you guys can't see. It needs to be weeded up terrible. Tell you what, this tractor's fun to drive. Somebody asked me how many acres I farm. I personally do not farm. Grew up on the farm. My dad's brothers still farm, but I don't. I collect tractors though. All right. Idle her down. And neutral. Can we roll them yet? Hasn't been a week yet.
Lots of critters out
here. Yeah, deer and turk's been out here. Thought I saw a coon track too. Could be. Let's see if we got any germination. Oh. That one didn't sprout yet. Oh yeah, it's coming. There's a little germ. We'll put you back in there. There it is right there. Yeah, that's about right. Yep, just a little germ. Not much. Get you back in that moisture. Grow. Grow. Alright. Cool. Well, let's take the old A, get in the shop, start tearing it apart a little bit so we can fix what needs to be fixed and get it ready for paint. What do you find? Oh yeah, you can have them both. You found them. Bye. All right. Go. Reverse. Hey, you watering my food plot? Thank you. Hang on, Jacob. All right, a little more R's. Okay, well, we're gonna get started. I think there, maybe I can show you. Well, with these parts being so wore, here I can do it with the steering wheel here, maybe show you a little bit better. But you can see that the tie rod's moving, but the arm is not, and they're all bad across here, all four of them. And with this front end being welded up here, under here you can see that's broke right there. Hopefully it's picking it up. That's broken, and with this piece broken off, that's what started my whole process of looking. If I had this piece here that busted out of there, I would probably weld it back on. I probably could take it to a machine shop or somebody that's good at doing cast. That could be built up, but it's gonna be so much easier and quicker just to change the whole front end. I have never done that, but I think I know what I need to do to change that. A buddy of mine was telling me that basically you gotta take the steering wheel off and the whole thing goes this way, screws right out. I could be wrong. Still leaking grease, so all right, well, we'll do that. I hate to mess with it, but I think I'm gonna take the radiator off, because it's currently not leaking. It is dirty. I didn't power wash the radiator because, well, I don't want to ruin it. That makes sense to everybody. So I think that'd be one of the first things to do. We'll drain the coolant out of it. I am eventually going to change the oil, all fluids in the rear end, everything here shortly. So yeah, we'll start taking stuff off so I can paint everything that I need to paint. Yeah, a little warm, but I'm gonna put new hoses on it. We're gonna go through the carb. We'll clean the air filter out, put new oil in that as well, new hydraulic oil. don't know if I'm gonna change the sediment bowl or not, but we're gonna look into that too and see if I need to do that. Here, let's unhook that real quick. Okay. All right. So, yep, we'll paint the fenders up. I think I'll take the other fender off, including the seat. So we're just painting everything we need to paint. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty cool project. Jake and Nicholas, when Nicholas is finished up mowing lawn, it sounds like they're gonna bring up our next mullein to start working on. I'm just gonna park it right here and work on that. See if we can get, you know, I'm gonna work on 2 tractors at once. I need to get this done, but I feel like, you know, I'm called Mullein Dan, that maybe I should keep working on mulleins as well too. Those who know about this project here, you know why I'm working on a Farmall. If you're brand new to the channel, you have no clue why Mullein Dan has a Farmall on his channel. Well, I like Farmalls too, but long story short, I bought this tractor and made up my mind that I'm donating it back to my local school, which that's where I got it from, and they're gonna raffle it off as a fundraiser. So I just, you know, and I've got all kinds of people volunteering either time, funds, or materials, you know, parts and stuff. You know, it's quite humbling, and to know that there's still great people out there, or, you know, with all the negativity you see on the internet and, well, anywhere, I guess, there's still people out there that want to give back, or you know, and when they're able. So, but yeah, this is going to be kind of neat. We're going to go, like I say, I want to fix all the oil leaks. We're not gonna, this is not a restoration, but it is going to be a repaint. We're going to tidy up a few things, change some gaskets. I might order a wiring harness for this. I'm not sure yet, but we're going to put, I think I'm going to put new plug wires on it, even though maybe it doesn't need it, but I want it to look like it's new. Anyways, we're going to change the plugs. We're going to change, you know, everything in the magneto here. Yeah, that wire, that needs to be done. Change this hydraulic gasket here on the hydraulic pump here. So, but I think what I'm going to do first is get the front end off, radiator off, front end off, and that way we can hopefully we can see where there's an engine oil leak, if it's the oil pan gasket or if it's the front seal. We're gonna address that. I'm gonna get a new commutator end here on the starter. It seems to work fine, but just doesn't look nice, and it could let, you know, moisture in there. So brakes seem to work just fine. The clutch is really good. We'll have to check the adjustment. I do have a lead on a grill for this now. I don't know if it's going to pan out or not. I haven't heard back yet. I'm going to leave it 12 volt with this alternator on here, just because they start so much better, and you know, turn over so much faster and start better. But I know that these, even at 6 volt start pretty good. I do want to get the new level for that. So we might end up taking off the, because I assume you have to do that from the inside of the oil pan to change that. So if I'm gonna change one, I might as well change both. I don't think they're gonna be too expensive, but this is getting new lights. My buddy Tom at Premier Lawn and Garden in Carroll, Michigan, he's already donated them. I have them in my possession. So I told him about it. His kids go to our school, or same school, and he just like that started grabbing parts. Here you go. Here, I ordered you this, and this. You know, pretty cool dude. So if you're from the local area, you know, near Carroll, Michigan, he's right across from Tractors Fly. Anyways, sells lawnmowers, snow blowers, you know, all that stuff. A lot of, you know, garden equipment, and he works on what he sells too. Chainsaws, Husqvarna. What does he sell? Aaron's and Gravely lawn tractors. Don't quote me on the second one. But anyways, so I did, you know, I'm giving him a free shout out. It is what it is, you know. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So he's got a few tractor parts there, nothing you know, nothing crazy, but just a few odds and ends, you know, gaskets and stuff. You've probably heard me, if you've been with the channel for very long, that, you know, I'll get up quite a few carburetor gaskets from him. So anyways, so yeah, he is one of the guys that's helped sponsor in this. Him and his wife there own their small business, you know, work there, you know, 6 days a week. So if you're in the area, please patronize those people. So okay, what is it? This is, oh, that's missing that bolt out of there, or that pin, so we'll have to get that too for the hydraulics. Oh, I took it off so I can get to there, get that battery out. That's what it was. But yeah, it's still missing though. Okay, well, it stops. That's kind of neat too. So, yep. And the set screws are in this, oh, and that one. But okay, yeah, we'll look at that too. That's just, I might clean up this weld here too if we can. I'll take the seat apart and just clean it up a little bit. I mean, or if I can get new springs. That's what it is. That spring's broke. Yeah, it's kind of a, you know, spring like you see in the old buggies. This side's okay. Yeah, but I want to take that seat off anyways, just so I can get to everything to paint it. So, all right. Oh, I just want to look at this, see if that seal is how good or bad it is. We might change that anyways, because I think it's leaking back here, that gasket. So, okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna grab me a jug of, or not jug, but an empty pail, and we'll get the coolant out of this. Okay, well, let's loosen up the sending unit. If I can get that a little closer here. Well, I'm gonna have to do something different here. I'm just making a mess here. Let me grab a funnel. Okay. Well, the boys changed the brakes on Nicholas's pickup today. Put new, another proud dad moment, you know, and they put new rotors, new pads, new calipers, everything on there. Jake even bled the brakes, and I double checked, you know, everything after the fact here, and I helped them change the fuel filters on that truck, and I remembered how much of a pain in the butt the second fuel filter is to change. The one on top of the motor on that Ford 6-liter, easy to get to. It's the one on the frame rail. That's nowhere near as fun. And yeah, I know we could delete that and put a, you know, aftermarket you know, fuel filter on there too, but I'm not spending that money on his truck. I helped buy the truck, so that's that's as far as I'm going. He wants to put fancy tires on it, he can do it. So, but I don't know. He's not going to put different tires on it. And for those around here that know, he's not putting rims on it like his cousin did. I won't allow it. I don't know. I'm goofy like that, I guess. But all right. Coolant does not look bad. But I do have to go to the bathroom now. That's too bad. So I need to get my list going of what I want to order for parts here. Thank you to John for sending me the parts catalog for this. That's going to come in handy for ordering parts. All right, almost done. So this does not hold 5 gallons. Looks like it holds, well, my bucket's about the 5-gallon bucket, and it's getting close to half full. And of course, I know 100% doesn't come out of here. It's probably, you know, probably 2.5, 3 gallons is what it takes. So, all right, there. Pull out the rest of that and dribble out of there. Is he still cutting grass up there?
He's cutting the whole thing, I guess.
I don't know what he's doing. Can you get this box out of here now? Please. We got to get this shop cleaned up a little bit better. What's that? Those need to go back to the scrap bin. So, okay. What's that? All right, I hear he's coming up now. All right, let me grab a. Okay. Yeah, I probably could have took that off, and that would have run out of quicker. You know, the water would have ran out quicker, but yeah, that's all right. All right. Oh, you know what? How'd that get so dirty again? I thought I washed that off. That's all right. We got lots of cleaning to do on here. Got a lot of that grease off of that power washer. Let her warm up, son. There's that. All right. Jake really likes that tractor too. I do too. I do too. Okay, what do we got here? 3/4 inch. One there, one there. Okay. I can remember back in the day when I was that age. That's about when me and my brother quit bickering and fighting, and you know, kind of matured is the right word, I guess. There's a lot of stories that you're not gonna hear. I'm sorry. There's a lot of stories to my kids. We didn't even talk about it until someone else blabbed, but I wasn't gonna tell them the stories. There's some things that I'm not proud of that I did to my brother. I apologize, Jeremy. All right. Okay, the castle nut on there. I didn't clean this off real good either, just because, like I said, I didn't want to get into the radiator and you know, ruin that. So, well, of course, that one's 3/4 and this one's smaller. Yeah, this side's got a, actually it kind of looks like a brass nut. All right. Well, it wasn't gonna rot. Well, we'll make them the same. So, and I don't think it'll be brass. But, okay. Yep. It's brass because it's not magnetic, or you know, doesn't stick to the magnet. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, let's see. Lower bottom or lower hose, we gotta loosen that up. Need a light in there, I know. So I just invited my dad to come over to talk about this tractor, and I also told him that, I don't know, well, I didn't tell him this. Well, I asked him to come over later, as in a later date. We're going to talk about the G900 diesel that I have. That was my grandfather's. There, let me get a different screwdriver. Anyways, the G900 diesel, which is actually sitting right over there behind the 302. It's a running and driving tractor, and without going too much detail at the moment for the history, but that was my grandfather's, and anyways, so the motor has very few hours on it on an overhaul. The injection pump does need some work, so I'll probably send that in. I've talked about, you know, that's on my mind to get that one, you know, get going on that, and you know, the financial part, because that one is going to be a restoration. That one is not just getting paint. The only thing I'm not going to touch probably is the internals of the motor. And actually I fixed the Amplitorque in it quite a few years ago. It has a new clutch in it too. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna talk a little bit more about it, but not a lot, because that's a whole different series. But that tractor originally had closed center hydraulics on it, and they went up on it, and Grandpa just chained up the 3-point hitch, went away. And for the longest time, we never had a shed at all, not even a shop at the farm. But anyways, that tractor sat outside all the time, partially because it didn't have a starter on it. That's the way Grandpa was, you know. And you know, he fixed a lot of things with baler twine and duct tape and, you know, wire. You know, that's kind of his thing, you know. And that's just the way it was, you know. He went through the Depression, and you know, money was always tight, it seemed like. But anyways, so we always parked it on the hill, and that's how we started it, and never shut it off, or we had to pull it, you know. But so the 3-point hitch froze up, basically rusted up. I still have all the parts. Well, I bought another 900 at an auction sale, took the parts off of it, and got hydraulics working on that one. But it was the open center hydraulics, which is the older style. And I want to put it back to closed center. Yeah, shoot, right there. Right here's the control valve unit right there. That's it. That's off that 900. But all them levers are all froze right up, which could be freed up. And actually, the 3-point part is in here somewhere too. I didn't throw it away or scrap it or anything. I saved it, but I think I want to put it back to original. It's a very late 68, just like my 900 LP is a very late 68. That had the newer style hydraulics on. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun project. It's been a long project. I got a lot of work I got to do that tractor. But anyways, I already asked my dad, you know, to, hey, gather up any photos of that tractor and all that stuff, and then, you know, think about all the stories and this and that. So this made me think of a story, but I'm gonna save it. Save that story. So all right, well, back at this here. I could talk and ramble all day, it seems like. Okay, all right, so I need to take this off yet. Anybody else holding? Got those out, so it's gonna have to come up. Okay, so this one too. Here comes the boys. So you're gonna sneak peek on what the, you know, upcoming videos are gonna have in it. So this is the tractor we're going to be working on. I don't know if you can see from here what it is, but oh, they should have pumped that tire up. I didn't tell them to pump up the tire if it needed it. And hopefully. Yeah, the boys are working together. I like seeing that. So power steering doesn't work at the moment. Yeah, they should have pumped that tire up. I'll go that way. Yep. Keep her coming. Keep it turn. Let's go, Jacob. All right. Okay. Yeah, block that tire, son. Okay, so yeah, this is my 5-star. This is one of the 13 tractors that I bought last summer, and to be honest with you, this is the only one that loaded itself. It ran, but it did not run good. I don't think it was firing on all 4 cylinders. If I had to guess, it was firing on 2, to be honest with you. But yeah, this I guess that tire ain't much good anyways. Hopefully they didn't ruin the rim. Yeah, it looks all right. So a lot of tread on there, but that tire is pretty sad. So yeah, 5-star gasoline. Got decent seat cushions on it. I think the dash is good in this too, isn't it? Yeah, at least it looks good. Okay, hey, that's not what we're working on. today. So, okay, well, I'm gonna grab, looks like a 1/2 inch and 7/16, and we'll get this off. Okay, well, let's, I'm trying to get the radiator off, so I gotta, here, you wanna finish getting that out? Pretty please, pretty please, pretty please. Good job getting those brakes all taken care of on his pickup for me. One less thing I had to do. Jake would be helping here, but, or not, sorry. Jake's here. Nicholas would be helping here, but he's gonna try to finish mowing the lawn before the next rain. You know, before we need to brush hog for that, and well, I need to fix the brush hog yet too. So. Get that bolt out, put the yeah, like you're doing. You read my mind. Good job. Grandpa's coming over to talk about this tractor, what history he knows about this tractor. Just thought that'd be cool to hear those comments, stuff he knows. I should be loose. I loosened one of those hoses. I was gonna, or those clamps. I was gonna loosen the other one too. I wonder if this is threaded. Is this threaded in there too?
I think it might be.
Okay.
It's just tight at least.
Okay. All right. Well, let's be careful not to goober up this thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Bolt. That bolt looks brand new, and it's inside grade 5. There's 3 dashes. Okay. You ready there, Freddie? So it's got to come up. It's got to get, these bolts got to come out of there. All right. Which I don't think will be a problem. You may have to pry up on here to get that started with that big screwdriver. Yeah. All right, I'll lift up on it. It's coming. So it's Christmas, but it's coming. Don't want to try to get it out of the bottom bolts out there. Okay. Okay. That side's out. Luckily, there's no shroud on it that the radiator has to. I'm gonna lean it this way, see if that helps you. I'm gonna rip off that bottom right here. Let me pry up on this just a little bit there. Maybe. Wow, it's happy to be on there. There we go. Okay. All right, let's put this somewhere that it won't get damaged. Get a screwdriver, tighten that up a little bit, just to keep it with it. Good enough. Take it back. Take it back there somewhere. So I think what we'll do next, take it out. Take and loosen that up so we can pull that out. You know what I mean? Save that. This together. Please.
Is that screw or are you gonna do that now?
Huh? Yeah, well, the set screw is what holds it, and there's a jam nut there. That's what holds it. Holds it, from turning. You know what I'm saying? Fire. Okay. So I think there's only like 3 or 4 bolts to hold this front end on. Okay, I'm just looking things over. So that big monster of a thing, that one there, that one there. Is there anybody else? But I think first I'll take the steering wheel off or out. I think I'm gonna grab my book real quick. Okay, well, I got my I&T book. I had this manual for, I overhauled a Super C Farmall one time for a friend of mine. And way too big. Anyway, so I bought a manual, and you know, of course, this Super C is in, well, same manual. So looks to me like there's a big nut on there. 56. That's the worm nut, so I don't think that's it there. There must be a cap on the outside, I would think. So we're gonna take that big cap nut out of there. Maybe this will just go backwards, because that would be a lot more ideal. Let's look and see what 58 worm bushing. 59 is the worm. Got her, son? Okay, I'm just looking in here, see if there's a...
It's not even tight.
Huh?
It's not even tight.
No? Well, what'd you get a big wrench for?
I don't know.
Oh. Tough guy. Because I might just spin that way. Maybe. Let's see what's... See, it's inside there. Wasn't much for grease. All right. I got a rag here. We can get that bucket out of here too before we spill that and make more of a mess. All right, big castle nut there. Okay. Is there a pin in there? Looks like it was. Got a bunch of grease in there, but all right. Looks like I need an inch and an eighth, inch and 16th maybe. Okay. I'm thinking that other front end doesn't have this piece here, so we'll probably have to take that off. But I won't be. Yeah, you can see that weld there. That'll make it difficult to get the axle off of this housing. I'll have to cut all that off. Throw it over here. Clunk. Looks like it's inch and an eighth. Huh. Look at there. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Either hold the steering wheel or come do this. Got it? I don't know if it's. You got it, hold her? Come on, tough guy. Huh? I thought you were tough and strong. And, you know? Got it? There we go. Okay. How come my ratchet isn't ratcheting?
It's a piece of junk.
Oh. Could be. Could be. Could be. Okay. All right. Gonna need some more rags, and we better get that shop light over here too, or you know what I mean? Oh. Kind of looks like the threads are goobered up on that a little bit. I might need you back over here, son, to hold the steering wheel. Just hold. All right, I need two hands. Okay. You ready, son? All right. Hey, why isn't that thing ratchet? Wow. Yeah. It's no longer a ratchet. Yeah, it's just a breaker bar. A 90-degree breaker bar. Ugh. I've had this for all the snap rings out of there too. That has something to do with it. They're coming out of there. Okay. Come on. Get the steering wheel out. We'll just put this nut right back on. Know what I mean, Vern? All right. And the end of that shaft, the threads are kind of booted up. I wonder if you could turn. Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't I think of that earlier? Ooh, hold on a second. It brings it all the way in. Make sure it's fine thread. All right, it's off. Okay, set that for there for now. All right, spin it. Don't wiggle too much there. All right, try spinning it out. Or yeah. All right, spin it my way. See what it does. If you spin it my way. Okay, stop. Bearing. That bearing feels good. Okay. It's got a lot of grease in there. Okay. All right. Will it just pull back? I gotta turn it. Okay, because you can't come this way anymore because it'll bottom out there. Okay. So if I take, yeah, go that way as much as you can. See if it'll. I'm just wondering if it'll. Yeah, I know. All right. Well, okay. Spin it back out. Got it. Okay. Now I'll see if it'll go that way. I don't know if. What's that? The bearing in this end too? Yeah, could be. Like I say, I've never taken one of these out personally, so. Well, let's look at the book one more time here. I gotta get something. We'll hold the steering wheel on. Huh? Just a nut? I would put an impact on that. It'll spin it out of there a lot easier. You know what I mean, Vern? Huh? Well, looks like 15/16 to me. Yes. What's that? Okay. He said, here, let's check and see if it's 15/16 first. No, it's bigger. It's either an inch or inch and 16th. Bingo. All right. We may need to put that back on there. All right, let's see if we can tap that off real quick. Probably gonna need to pull her. Nope. Okay, that come right off. So apparently somebody greased that once more than one, or not grease here, I guess. But all right, let's get this Woodruff key out of here. All right, we'll put this with the. Okay. Now let's see if we can spin her out the other way. Huh?
That zert right there is gonna catch.
Where? Where? That's not grease dirt. I think that's just grease. Okay. Well, that's good to say something like that, though. There we go. You want to grab it? Okay. Wonderful. Yep, put that on there. I put the Woodruff key here, so we should be able to reuse that. I'm going to stick this in here for now. Actually, yeah, put the, here, before you go to, oop, dang it. Put this bearing on that end. And Mr. Nut. Hold still, would you? I don't like moving targets. Here, you want to put that on? It's not on. But please put that on better. Okay. Awesome. That was not that difficult, but you know, the next time, or if one of you have to do that, it might be a lot easier. All right. I need to get that super tight, just in there, because I don't think my other front end that I have has that plug in it. So, okay. So next thing we should do probably is grab a sawhorse, and we'll put it underneath the bell housing there. Probably the taller sawhorse, I think. If not, we'll use a shorter guy. I tell you what, them sawhorses have been handy for years. So they're made out of, I'm pretty sure they're oak. So, wow, that's almost perfect. Okay, almost perfect. Another thing we could do to let it down is let some air out of the tires, and that'll let it down. You know what I mean? You can do that real quick. Just tires are coming off anyways, but just pull the valve core out, or just grab the air chuck without the air hose. You know what I mean? That's kind of a controlled deal. So, all right. Did you put that 15/16 away? I'm pretty sure that's what those are. It's on the inside, up top here. Probably not a lot of air in them because it's not a very heavy tractor. Oh, sounds like my dad's here. Cool. All right, well. Getting her some? Sweet. Why's he got a sweatshirt on? It's June out and he's got a sweatshirt on. It's a nice sweatshirt, don't get me wrong, but. Heidi, you know who that is. Okay. What's going on today?
Just went on the drug home from.
Yep. That's next on the
Star.
5-star. Yeah. Okay. Long ways to go there, bro.
What are you doing with it right now?
Huh?
What are you doing with it right now?
I'm gonna change the front end.
Oh.
Because it's broken many places and wore out in others. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. What do you remember about this tractor, Dad?
Everything they did at the school, they did with it.
Yeah. Like what?
Well, they mowed the lawns. I remember seeing it getting the football field ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in the 5th grade.
Okay. Like getting ready as in what? What were they doing?
Mowing it.
No. People want to know exactly what you're talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, I had
Yeah.
a mower on it.
Yep. You always had a mower. I remember having a mower deck when I was in school.
Yes,
But,
and they always used it to dig up the baseball diamond
Yeah.
and anything else. And it was the,
The main workhorse.
yeah, that was in the.
All right. Do the other one.
They had agriculture class then, and
Yep. What was the teacher's name? Go ahead.
Mr. Harper.
Mr. Harper. Yep. Dad's told stories of years about Mr. Harper and all the stuff they did to that poor guy. He is he still around, or yeah, he did pass on. Okay. Yeah.
Not that I did, but
Right. Of course he didn't do it.
I wasn't up there. I didn't have ag.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have it when I got there.
Yeah.
I had it for government.
Yeah. But anyway,
Geography, that's what it was.
geography.
I've
Okay.
been out of school 50 years.
Holy cow. Was dirt new when you were a kid?
There,
Bernier?
sand was.
Sand was, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It was always in the shop. I mean, that's where they parked it.
Yep.
The shop was separate. from the school in a different building, shop and the band room.
Yep. That was
That was in the old.
yeah, that's what we always called the bus garage, correct?
Right, yes,
Okay.
but that was the shop and but it did, the little guy, she did everything.
Yep.
All the bleachers out, remember that?
Yep.
And the little kids got on the wagon and rolled it down the hill and one of them was on it.
Yep.
The older kids got in trouble for that.
Mhm.
That was one of them.
You were one of the older kids, or you were one of the
Yeah,
little
I
kids?
was one of the older kids.
Oh.
We were in the 6th grade.
Yeah.
But we didn't do it, but the other kids, the little kids did it themselves. But
Uh huh.
they might have got the idea from the older ones.
Maybe. Let's see. Oh, I'm just trying to put this light so I can see and everybody else can see. There we go. That work for you? No blades in the way. Move you back. So, yeah. Yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah, they had a couple little small fields there.
Okay. You mean that, like for FFA or for the ag class?
Yeah, for FFA and ag. They had where the village hall is,
Yep.
and all up and through there, there probably was 4 or 5 acres. And then they had that little strip right down over the ditch there, if you've ever been there.
Okay. You mean down south, down to the bottom of the hill, to the
Yeah.
to the north of what is now the
Yeah,
city hall, or village hall, I should say.
well, on the other side of the road too.
Okay. Oh, that's got a nut on the
I
backside.
think they had, if I remember, they had a little Ford tractor.
Really?
Yeah. I could be wrong with that. And I'm not sure. I mean, it was always there when I was around school. But that would have been the fall of 1966 when I was in the 5th grade. When the country school closed.
Yep.
And I went from being the only one in my class to one of probably almost 50.
Uh-huh.
And that was a little shocking.
Yeah, going to country school, yeah. I remember that building being up. It's not there anymore, but I know right where it was. But, all right.
But I don't know if it come from the local dealer there or not.
Oh, from Dean Jeffries,
Yeah.
you thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be cool if it did.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
You'd have to ask some of the older.
I wonder if like Fred would know. Or, yeah. Because Fred might have been there. Well, Fred used to work at the school.
Yeah, he was working in there when I was in, at the new school when it started. I think he started up there.
Oh, okay.
Worked for 4 or 5 years.
Yep. Well, time flies.
Yeah. I drove it once or twice when I was in school.
Yeah.
I was the only one who got right.
Yeah.
I was driving that BN from Harps.
Yep. He's talking about the neighbors when he says the Harps. That was their name. So, all right. One more bolt to loosen up here. I don't know if there's any behind that pulley or not. I'm gonna leave that one in for the minute. All right. Okay. Lots of grease on this thing yet. So, yeah, the front end is broken in many places and fixed in some, but broken in others. So, all right. Does that bolt go through? Probably needs attention on there too. Okay.
But if she could talk, she could tell you lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Who abused it and who didn't.
Yep.
They must have been pretty well constructed.
Bolt there
The
too.
other day.
Yep. I believe that.
I wrote on BN. They got hay with a BN.
Yep.
Dad would get it, and I'd ride on that axle
Yeah.
all day long.
All right.
It's like, about the only thing they ever did with, other than they had a 4-row corn planter they pulled with it.
Really? That'd be
Well, that was 40s or 44 International.
okay.
It was a whole little bit of fertilizer. And it wasn't a whole lot to it.
Yeah.
They were like, wait, they did it. At that time, they did a real nice job.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you could move one of them around by hand.
You're talking a planter.
Forward, yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
The cutest little tractors in the world.
What's that? The A's?
These days, the
Yeah.
little Alice Chalmers.
Oh, like the BL Chalmers?
Yeah.
Yeah. CA's, yeah. I'm not an expert on those, that's for sure.
No,
But I think I'm gonna leave that bolt in.
but they had the foot clutch,
Mm-hmm.
and you were used to the hand clutch.
Right? Yeah, this one's clutch seems jumpy to me, but it's cause like I say.
I can tell what's in it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that shop class tore it apart 2 or 3 times.
Yeah. Could be.
I think they've used that little Ford more than they ever did this one.
What model Ford was it?
If I remember it, it was like an 8, yeah.
Oh, okay. Boy, they made it. Yeah, it was an auction service. I'm calling. They got apparently they got my number or whatever for. There's an auction coming up in Greenville, Ohio, which there's a tractor show coming up in Greenville, Ohio. That's featuring Minneapolis Moline. And my good friend Andy Ohio MM is supposed to have some tractors there. So if you're in the area, that I think that is somewhere around July 13th ish. You know, give or take whatever that closest weekend is, and I'm sure the Friday. So check that out. Stop, see Andy, and make fun of his haircut if you like. So he's a good dude. So check him, check out his channel, Andy Ohio MM, if you ever get a chance. He's been working on an A4T, which he's getting towards the end of that project. He's got it running and driving, and he's just making it prettier, and he spent a lot of time and money getting that thing to where it's at. So I think he's got more hydraulic hoses on that tractor than than I would want to spend, that's for sure. So Jacob's bringing that other front end up. Good boy, son. Didn't even have to tell him, so, and he got that done. All right, but I am going to want his help getting this one out of here. I want to try to do this without, just shut it off in gear, or shut it off, leave it in gear, it'll stay. As long as it's in first or reverse, so should stay. But anyways, all right, one more bolt, because all these other ones are loose. Okay, well, we're just about ready to take this front end off. Move this light. Battery's dying anyways.
Is that where you got block and hold it?
Yeah, I hope so.
I mean, it isn't very heavy.
No, it isn't. But
I mean, it's not going to tip.
yeah, that's what we hope not.
Like a tip for teeter totter.
Yeah, I don't think so. I hope not, at least. All right, turn that wheel straight, would you, Muscles? Huh? No, don't do it because it might break that casting. See, pick up the whole front end, but don't do it because it might break.
I kind of tried.
Did you?
A little bit. I maybe could have got it, but I didn't want to hurt my back.
Huh. Yeah, that sounds like something I would have done when I was his age. Grab that ratchet, would you? We'll take this out. Okay, I gotta set the camera somewhere. All right. Okay. Just try to steady that pad on that side. Grab it like how I'm grabbing it. That's the only bolt that was holding it.
Come on.
I don't know if it does.
What's it do? Hooks to the front end.
Well, do we had a nut on it? I took the nut off.
The one I'm looking at is below it. What are you looking at? This one down here.
Yeah, that one. You started taking it out and then taking it out.
Let me see. Which one's that one down here? Yeah, it's not holding anything though.
You don't think so?
Because the nut's off on this end. You know what I mean, Vern?
Well, I don't know about Vern, but
Okay. Alright, let's wiggle it out, and the rear part of this needs to tip down so it doesn't catch on the pulley. You know what I'm saying? So pull. Yeah. Maybe that bolt is holding you. Take this.
Might need to come on.
we were over trimming.
What's that?
We were over trimming driveways on Mayville Road. And
Yep.
then we went down Pedestal there with Harmon's, and
Yep. Where'd that ratchet
there's
go?
corn waist high
Waist high already?
on your brother.
Yeah.
It'd be my shoulders almost.
Yeah.
He's a lot taller than I am.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really grown in the last few weeks.
And it is very strong.
What's that?
It's grown so fast. I don't know if it's strong.
You ready to hang on to that? Just gotta hold it. It ain't gonna lift it up or anything. I could just punch it out, I know, but. Okay. Will it go down? Try rolling the bottom out. It will. Or just pull it out. Okay, you got the top? Alright. Cool. Alright, just let it go down. Don't drop it. Yeah, it's not that heavy, Pops.
I know. It might break.
Okay. Yeah. Here, now you can see that crack a lot better there, you know, and that weld there. Well, that weld wasn't holding.
So it looks like something I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember this welding in my exam for shop class there, and the weld looked good until they chipped the flux off it.
Yeah.
It didn't look so good.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Go do it again.
Go do it again, yeah. That was your shop teacher.
Yeah, he was good though.
Who was not my shop teacher, but
No, this guy was really good.
yeah. Okay.
And big.
Yeah. All right. Looking stuff over. Kind of looks like somebody's. Oh, that looks like silicone there on that front cover. Okay. Wheel.
Didn't they put a lot of them motors on them old combines?
I think they did. I don't remember how many. Don't knock the phone down. How many cubic inches it says? It's 100 and something. I can't remember. You got to be a little more gentle with stuff in here. Some of that stuff's your mess.
In my eyes.
Four-wheeler parts everywhere.
That ain't mine.
Huh? That ain't your four-wheeler?
That ain't mine.
Oh. Okay, well, Jake's gonna do a little bit more cleaning on this. I think I might take the governor off, you know, just reseal his whole front end. So get that cleaned up. I'll get a new front cover gasket. We'll have to pull off the front pulley. Yeah, that front seal's leaking. I can see it right there. Yep. So let's get that all cleaned up, Jake, best you can. I don't expect a miracle, but yeah, we'll put a new front seal. So I got to order a front seal for this. That means I also got to order this gasket here, and then I want to order that gasket too. So okay, well, cool. Well, you got anything else you want to say about this tractor, Dad, that you remember? Don't let truth get in the way of a good story, though.
No, not really, because I wasn't around it too much.
Yeah.
Once we went to the high school, it stayed over in
At the elementary.
at the elementary school.
Yep.
That's where they parked it. So
Right.
the
Okay.
only time we seen it was when it was mowing at the high school.
Yep. Okay.
And they did everything over there once they got.
Yep.
It was a couple of years before they started using the.
Right. I remember they used to,
football field.
you know, pull up, you know, all the stuff for the football field, the yard markers and pylons and
Yeah.
all that stuff too, I bet.
Well,
So,
when I was a senior, it was around when we was building the new track,
yep.
but they used most of the time they was using maintenance man's tractor, Fred's tractor.
Oh, yeah. That'll be kind of handy. He just lived right across the road. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Still does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's a good dude too. Fred's always been nice to me. Actually, now that he's basically retired from farming, I mean, you know how it is when you're on a family farm, then the oldest one retires. He doesn't really retire, but you know what I'm saying. Anyways, he is now collecting David Bradley tractors and implements and stuff. So that's kind of a neat thing. And actually, some of his collection has been on the channel. Almost a year ago, probably be last July, he had actually 2 shows that we featured him, or not featured him, but talked about him there. So okay, well, I guess I'll look in the next video, either us working on this stuff here or trying to get this 5-star running. So okay, well, for now, from Moline Dan, Moline John, and the Brain Trust Jacob, we appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the next one.